It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Man, tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there.
Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Seahawks 0. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go. Set. 52.
Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
57 to
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check, 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 check.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on. Max 50, Max 50. Are you getting it? Go get it. Let's go, Mike 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Please to number 80.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
57, let's go, defense. Let's get up. Check 3.
Dice, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
The kicker on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
37-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 23-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's trash. Check
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Chiefs 24. Seahawks 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run the option here on first and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Jackson.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Seahawks first down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
End zone. It leads to second and 10.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Jackson looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Number 81. Touchdown, Seattle.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st down, Seattle.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Seahawks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. This is Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, this is Geis, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin the drive with Williams. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Williams, the ball.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 36, Mahomes. Back to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC.
With the score,
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Williams. And he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams Mahomes. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
the tackle made by
now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The ball carrier.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. to throw again. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kicker on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
31.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
There's the ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down.
Mike 54, Mike 54. I'm coming up to you, I'm coming up to you.
Today's final score.
Points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.